Let's take a look at one family's struggle with learning disabilities, because at the beginning of every school year, we find that people begin to assign labels upon students as they try to deal with students who may be facing learning disabilities. And Nancy Lelewer is with us tonight, and I mispronounced the name after much practice, but I apologize for that. It's Lelewer. You have written a book from your own personal experience, simply taking a mother's frustration with learning disabilities and trying to help others.
Exactly. Well, I wrote it because I got so many calls from parents who were just frantic about what to do about their child. And many encouraged me to start a school or write a book and wanted to bring their children. And I finally said, okay, I will write a book.
And you have come out on the success end of this, but I'd like to read something to our viewers that was quoted from you. The child with learning disabilities needs around-the-clock supervision, appropriate structure, one-on-one, or if needed, 5-on-1 instruction to be able to accomplish the academic work that's required.
Especially those with severe learning disabilities. Not every child needs one-on-one. But many, many children that have learning disabilities, in order to get the basics, concepts, and skills so that they can cope with the academics that are required by law, that they do have to have one-on-one or very small classes, or they simply don't get it.
You dealt with this with your son specifically.
Right,
whereas
but
the
with two of my daughters too.
One of the situations with your son just was amazing to me. It seemed as though your life was a constant movement from one chaotic situation to the next.
I was constantly putting out fires.
Literally?
Literally. Literally, yes. He put his stuffed animals in the oven and turned it on, and at 3 o'clock in the morning I smelled something burning.
And as you dealt with this not as a behavioral situation, but as an offshoot of his learning disability, everything clicked for him?
Well, I mean, it's a long, rocky road. It doesn't just happen overnight, but once you find out what the problem is and you find out how the child learns, which is crucial. I mean, for schools to just say that a child has a learning disability or is dyslexic or has attention deficit disorder, parents need to know specifically, what is my child's problem? What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? Through which modalities do they learn best? What are the impediments for his learning? And then teachers have to start at the level that that child is on. It doesn't matter if they're 15 years old. If they're not reading, they need to get the basics so that they can cope with reading and with life. And it's much more than just reading text. Some children have trouble reading voice intonation, body language, facial expression.
Well, and as you described with your son, he actually could not get sequence. He couldn't understand that Wednesday was the day after Tuesday, or Thursday came after Wednesday.
Well, he just kept asking me so many times when a birthday party was going to happen, and he was about 6 at the time, and I finally said to him, you're just going to have to believe me. It's on Wednesday, and don't ask me again. And he said to me, but where is Wednesday? Is it inside or out? Bring me Wednesday and I'll believe you. And I thought, well, the child's right. I'm talking gibberish.
Really, that crystallizes the problem for so many students.
Right.
We're almost out of time, but quickly, do you get frustrated when you hear from parents who say, my school has diagnosed my child with this, that, or the other thing, and they say tutoring once a week will help?
Yes, I mean, once a week is a drop in the bucket. They need much more. But before we're out of time, I want them to see Something's Not Right, One Family Struggle with Learning Disability.
Your book.
My book, which is available in bookstores, and if there's any problem getting it in the bookstore, there's an 800 number.
Okay.
And it's 1-800-789-7916. Okay. And that's the publisher, and you can call the publisher and give them a Visa or MasterCard, and you can get the book.
I think we need to state again that your purpose in pushing for the book is because you know the frustration and you want to help parents.
And I want to help parents.
Nancy, thank you.
Thank you very much.